What is that one fact you know that always makes people respond, and why the hell do you know that? The stringy things inside bananas are called phloem bundles. They allow the nutrients of the banana to travel the length of the fruit. They are kinda like the vascular system of the plant. Opossums eat ticks, like we eat potato chips. They'll hoover up 5,000 ticks a week and never get Lyme disease themselves. Ancient Egyptians used to shave off their eyebrows to mourn the death of their cats. Please don't say this where my cat can find out and put even more weird pressure on me. In ancient Babylon, people would build their most valuable possessions, fine wine, among others, into the walls of their basement, which in the region was usually a naturally occurring cave, so when the taxman came he couldn't see it to count it. Humans, dodging taxes for over 3,000 years. Bee testicles explode when they finish, and they die. Finish living with a bang. Can bees do anything without dying afterward? A human tooth has 36 calories. I'm hungry. Clenches jaws. 1152 calories. Look at Mr. Badass with all of his teeth. The first 1080p video on YouTube was the Muppets singing Bohemian Rhapsody. On the 762nd digit of pi there are 6 nines in a row. When the German army captured Stalin's son, Hitler said that if the Soviets release a German general, then Hitler would give Stalin his son back. Stalin replied, "Why would I trade a general for a lieutenant?" That's right, Stalin was so serious that he wouldn't release a single POW just to get his own son back. It takes 10 million bananas to kill you from radiation poisoning if you ate them all at once, or 274 every day for 7 years to die from radiation poisoning. Woodlice, aka roly-polies, are crustaceans like lobsters, but don't taste like lobster. Instead they taste like strong urine. Edit. To everyone asking, I learned this by reading about woodlice, not by experience. That we have taste buds on our testicles. I just tried this, and I don't taste anything. It's gotta be something with a really strong flavor. Try some hot sauce. I'm Sean Evans, and you're watching Hot Ones, the show with hot questions and even hotter testicles. When you are drowning in salt water, the salt water makes your lungs bleed, and you end up drowning in a mixture of water and your own blood. The longest word in English. I have it memorized. Pneumonia ultramicroscopic silicovolcaniconiosis. It's some sort of lung disease, if I'm not mistaken. There's a species of octopus where the female is 6 feet long and the male is 1 inch. When they breed, the male breaks off a tentacle filled with sperm inside of the female, then dies. A bear fought in the Polish army in World War II. The cub was discovered by Polish prisoners in the mountains of Iran. They taught him how to puff and swallow cigarettes. Even taught him learned how to turn on communal showers, pick up recruits, and carried empty ammunition crates on the front lines. Wojtek was his name. At a single time, the sloth's body mass can be comprised of 1/3 feces. It takes several hours for the sloth to excrete its bowels completely. The tag on a fitted sheet always goes on the right bottom corner, from the perspective of standing at the foot of the bed. The most effective way to remove big amounts of dried up blood from any fabric is to first run it under cold water. Then, add oxygenated water directly on the stain and simply wait for it to bubble up. If the blood is truly persistent, add a bit of color-safe bleach and leave it there overnight. Then, throw it in the washer the next day. Works like magic. My male friends used to freak the hell out over how specific this method is. Guess they forgot I have to remove blood stains from sheets, panties, jeans and even my mattress pretty much every single month. The painting Mona Lisa doesn't have eyebrows. Maybe her cat died. Terminal velocity of an ant is around 3.9 miles per hour. They can't be harmed by falling because they can't fall fast enough to hurt themselves. Rat poison is actually an anticoagulant mixed with stuff like fiberglass. Because rats are always scraping and squeezing into stuff, they build up these minor injuries. The anticoagulant stops their blood from clotting properly, and they internally hemorrhage to death. Since a human being is a lot bigger than a rat, rat poison is much less effective on us. It's so much less effective, they have turned it into an anticoagulant that just so happens to be one of the most popular medications, commonly prescribed as Coumadin, Gentoven, and warfarin. Owls have tube-shaped eyes, rather than spherical ones. This makes it difficult to move the eyes in their sockets, but is counteracted by the ability to rotate their heads 270 degrees in either direction. If you move the feathers out of the way of their ear holes, you can see the back of those eye tubes. Pythagoras from the Pythagorean theorem ran a cult, and another group came to come and murder him by locking him inside his house and setting it on fire. But instead he had his followers make a human ladder to escape the fire, but then abandoned them, and they all died. He was murdered later that night, being chased by the group in a bean field. And it was a pretty weird cult too. One of the rules was, if you let something fall on the ground, you're not allowed to pick it up anymore. Most men who climb Mount Everest or other very tall mountains experience an erection due to how the altitude impacts blood pressure. Edit. And of course my highest rated comments involves high altitude hard-ons. Thanks Reddit. 5 hacks to erectile dysfunction doctors don't want you to know. Wombats have cubed poop. Poop cubed. Eating your budgies gives your immune system an extraordinary boost. Those who do rarely get sick by ingesting very small amounts of foreign bacteria caught in the nose. The immune system forms necessary antibodies to fight that same bacteria when it's dominating your co-workers. The hard shiny shells on candies are often made from shellac, a resin secreted by the lac bug. You may know shellac from its more famous work in varnishes and sealants, but it's also a mainstay in pill coatings, candy, coffee beans, and even the waxy sheen on apples and other fruits and vegetables. It's illegal to order a replica Medal of Honor online in the USA. It is illegal to order one, have it mailed to a friend in France, then have your friend mail it back to you. The FBI will show up at your door. Spiders mate by having the male deposit sperm on a small web, pick it up by their pedipalps, and deposit into the female's genital opening once she is in position. You're all welcome for this useless fact. Alcoholics decompose faster when they die. Source was a crime scene cleaner. Edit. So I posted this last night while falling asleep, so here is some clarification. When people die they decompose, but people that are alcoholics will decompose faster than normal dead people. Why? I have no idea. It's been so long since I was in that line of work, I just remember enough stories and facts to stay interesting. Erich Hartmann, the top fighter race of history, yoinked Hitler's hat. He was being given an award by Hitler himself and had gotten absolutely hammered just a few hours before. As in, he practically couldn't walk. So he's waiting to meet Hitler and be awarded a high honor, is completely drunk, and realizes he doesn't have his hat. So he reaches for the closest one, and it's a bit big. Hitler's Luftwaffe adjutant is just fucking appalled, but everyone else is laughing. The big guy with one ball isn't here yet, and Erich says that it was too big. Then he jokes about Hitler having a big head. He was actually drunk the third and final time he met Hitler too, and according to him Hitler admitted to him that they had lost the war. So yeah. One time the best fighter pilot in history stole Hitler's hat because he was drunk. You can get prescription methamphetamine in the US. Trade name Desoxin. Used for extreme ADHD or extreme obesity. Cocaine is commonly used on small children in pediatric trauma centers. Since cocaine is an anesthetic and a vasoconstrictor, it is applied topically to control pain and bleeding in children that are too young to handle morphine. It is illegal to carry a fish suspiciously in the UK. Edit. The law pertains to specifically salmon. Edit 2. Thank you for silver. My first award. Thank you for watching Internet's Funniest. Please like, share, and subscribe.